Hi everyone, Gothic Witch here. Welcome to my channel, and this video is about what do you put in your medicine bag. Enjoy. Hi guys, Gothic Witch here. I thought I would do one on medicine bags or medicine pouch, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I have had my medicine bag, well I've got two. I've had them for a long time. One that I wear underneath my robe with things that are personal to me, that mean a lot to me, that gives me protection while I'm doing ritual. And yeah, they're things that you can have a smaller one which you can wear daily, another form of protection. So I'm going to show you my pouch. I've taken everything out of it, but I wanted to show you exactly what it is. Now you can have them in all different types. This one is made out of a beautiful reindeer skin, which I got. This was a gift to me a long time ago from somebody that came from another country, and I presumed it was Iceland actually. She was a friend of mine that lived in Iceland, and she travelled a lot, and she brought this for me a long time ago. So yeah, on here is a beautiful piece of fur, and it has it was something that belonged to her that she wanted to put on this as a gift so that it would mean more. So it is absolutely beautiful to touch. The feeling of it when you touch it just brings back memories of this friend of mine. This feather was found on a day trip, and it was something that reminded me of Odin and Freya. So I pinned it onto here also. So some of these drawings, like that drawing there, is like the spiral of life, the spiral, the weird of life. Yeah, so I use my rattle to promote the energy into what I'm putting in the bag. So when you get your bag, I mean, this is optional, but it's something that I do. So basically I will rattle around it. It cleanses any negative energies that may be attached. And turn it over. Let me do that. There we go. Right. So this is my main bag. Now if you look at the back, it has a cord. So this is what I tie it around my waist with. Great. So we put that to one side. Now the things that I have in there is quite a lot actually. I didn't realise I had just so much in here. The other little bag that I have is a tiny little bag, and it's just a little pouch. You can get them anywhere. You can buy them online, or you can get them in the esoteric shops, or you can even get them in sewing shops, because they're just little bags. So again, you take your bag, I'm going to do both, take your bag and you rattle over it, just to make sure you cleanse the energy, and again, over there. So we put that one over there. Now, I have an abundance of articles. Yeah, here's a rodent limb, and don't quote me on this, because I sent for some bones, some roadkill bones that had been cleaned, and they weren't the ones that I actually sent off for. But I'm going to be getting a claw of a raven, or of a anything really. I really want a claw, and I'm going to get one. But this is a makeshift. It has energy to it. It feels very calming and cold to the touch. If you've never had bones before, they do bring energy, and because they have not been killed nastily, that they are animals that have died, because I would not have anything that was killed by me or anybody else nastily. These are roadkill animals that have been cleansed and cleaned naturally, and so I keep one of these in my pouch, a reminder of my link to the animal kingdom. So that one will go here. I know you can't see so well on the white cloth, but I wanted a cloth of purity which has been cleansed beforehand. Again, we'll do the big bag first because that takes a lot of the items. This is a very special stone which helps. It helps a lot. And it has properties for my psychic abilities, so it helps with my mediumship. Yeah, this stone is actually, I remember now, it's Lapis Lazuli, and it is brilliant. If you put it on your third eye and meditate, it will help enhance a lot of stuff. So yeah, that is something that I always keep on me. It's a little bit heavy, but hey ho. I always keep a piece of sage that's been burnt, so it's been used, so it's got that energy about it. So I keep that in here. What else do I keep in here? All sorts of things. That's for the other one. I keep, again, it's for divination, and I've used it a lot. And again, it's another blue stone, a type of zeolite, but blue. It was unusual, so I got it, and that goes in my bag too. Again, for divination. Okay, and again, here's another little bone. This one I felt very strongly drawn to, and so that was to do with a beak part, so it is part of a bird. So that is in here. All these things have got to have a special meaning to you. So again, now I want to call in the 4 quarters. So the 4 quarters were the 4 elements. So those elements will be for me. Okay, I'm just trying to find, because I've got a mixture of things. Oh, let's go on this one next. This one's very interesting. This one is the hair of a dog, which I did a lot of healing for, and I have a real strong connection to, which brings me to the strength of the animal instinct within me, as I do talk to animals, I do readings on animals, and I help them with their behaviour, and any issues with the animal kingdom. So I need this link really to aid me with my animal guides. So that goes in there. Again, when I was first starting out in the craft, I bought this. I don't know if you can see it up close. It's really lovely, got a lovely feel to it. It is solid silver, and it also has onyx stone, and it is very precious. It has a lot of memories attached to it of my training days, it has the runes all cut round the outside, which is also beautiful, because at the time I didn't know I was going to be going into that side of things, but as I say, it goes in my bag. my link again with, let's have a look at the next bit. This is a little potion that I made a long time ago for protection. It's like herbs and things inside, which I keep all the time. Sealed at the top so it can't escape, and it's always there with me. And that goes in my bag too. Sounds like I've got a lot of, it looks like I have a lot of things, but that bag is quite big, and it's nice to have the things that mean a lot to you. Again, there are the elements, so I don't go by the actual colours, because to me it's about the feeling I get as a medium, as a touchy-feely type of witch. I need things that actually promote the feeling rather than the colour scheme and things like that. So I have the things that actually speak to me. So again, the 4 elements, and that is the earth. It feels like the earth when I touch it. So that is earth. This is water, because it's clear and I feel like it's running. It feels like it is consistently cold air. So it feels to me like water. It feels like it's flowing. And so to me that is water. Fire is this one, because it feels warm when I touch it. So to me that it signifies to me fire. So we have earth, we have fire, and we have water, and this will be air, and it's totally not the colour for air, but to me it signifies air because it reminds me of the raven's feathers and the coat that Freya wears and the flight, and with flight comes air. So to me that is air. So there's some of the things. I did have, and I think that's going in the other one actually. Yeah, yes, this one, which means a lot to me because actually it's undone. I don't want that undone. Okay, that is a silver feather which I bought as a clasp to go on bags or outfits that I may be wearing, but to me it signifies Freya. So that one will go in there as well as a reminder as to who my deity is and just how much she means to me. Okay. Now I know it sounds silly, but cord is very important. You never know when you might need a piece of cord, and this cord is there in case I need it, really, to hang things. If I find something in the woods, or if there's something I want to put together and I haven't got anything to put it on, I'll attach it to this. So I always have this sort of thing in my bag. And then this is a clasp also, and I think this was put there because it reminded me of the Viking past, of the clothes that the women wore, that they always had a brooch that held their beads or held their work things, and again this has come undone. I don't know why. So I'm going to put it back together so it doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah, so again, type of brooch that would have been worn. So to me it has a memory where I went to some of the reenactment camps and wore my Viking outfits and became part of a society for a few times, and it really spoke to me when I was researching my DNA and my ancestry. So that means quite a bit to me, even though it's not a magical thing. It ties me to the path that I'm on. So that also goes in my bag. Okay, so what do you do next? Well, here comes the rattle. So we just want to empty our minds and think about how the medicine bag has been used over the years. What exactly do we need a medicine bag for? Well, guys, it's part of the shamanic path to carry medicine. It's called medicine because it aids you in your journey. It aids you in your magic, and it aids you on helping other people. So all these things have meaning to me, and they give me comfort and remind me who I am and why I need these things as a reminder. I know you're saying you know who you are, but they give me a feeling of health. So the 4 quarters, the 4 elements will give me the power of earth, the power of air, the power of water, and the power of fire. And you need these elements to bring forth your magic. So yes, they are very important. So we take the stones, or the 4 elements, and you take your rattle and you just rattle over it, and you say, elements of power, elements of all that's needed, be my protector, my strength, my fluidity, my grounding, be with me, my emotions. And you open your bag and you just pop them in. Quite easy, really. Okay, so the next one is my beautiful Pentacle. And you just hold it in your hand and you rattle and you say, memory of the older times, memory of what I've learned, memory of how I felt when I had you first on my neck, on a necklace. Protect me now in my plights and all that I do to aid others, and I thank you that you are part of my life. And you pick your bag and put it in. Now, what one shall we do next? Yeah, we do the tie me to my DNA, my past ancestors, bring forth their knowledge, help me to realise who I am and bring forth that energy needed in my work with people and animals and myself, of course. Hail to the old ones. And in it goes, into your bag. Okay, now what's next, you say? Okay, this one is very, very important to me, for this little animal eventually passed over and left a big hole in his mummy's life. But to me it was a beautiful gift from an animal that had to pass. It was his time. We helped him for a while and he rallied. But to me this is not about negativity. This is about the power an animal can have in your life and the love that it brings when it's here, and also the spirit of the animal that will be with you always in your memory. So to me this is a beautiful reminder of the power of love. So in it goes. Actually no, let's rattle over it. Thank you to all our beautiful animals that bring forth joy and love and peace and unconditional love also. You know, we miss you so much when you're not with us, but when you are with us you bring us such wonderful healing. So in this then goes into the bag. It's not heavy yet, it's not got everything in it yet. Okay, the next one I'm going to put in is the bones, and I'm going to say, both the bones, creature of who this existed for. We thank you, and I thank you that you've become part of my life and that you resonate with me for the bones of the ancestors, the bones of life, the bones that bring forth energy and life and are not destitute once the animal or the person has gone, that there is energy still attached, and bring forth the energy that is mighty for using my limbs and using my mouth to speak. And I ask this, and I thank you that you have become part of me, and then you put this in your bag. Yeah. Next bit was the divination, the stone, the meditation stone for abilities in psychicness and mediumship and being a witch, really. Rough one side and smooth the other, like life. Two sides to a story. So we rattle over this stone, cleanse this stone of any negativity that may have collected, and I speak that you bring forth my abilities when used in meditation, and I thank you for being with me on my path. And then you add that gently into your bag. Next bit is Freya. Freya's feather. Oh, Freya, goddess of my life, my deity, thank you for reminding me of who you are. Thank you for reminding me of the power of what I've learnt since I've been with you. And always be with me, Freya, for I do love you so much. And in it goes into your pouch. Now I must sound like I'm doing a silly show. And last, for this bag, actually, no, it's not last. I've got my cord and I've got that, yep. Okay, so the next one is the divination. The divination, which is really handy to have when finding things and putting things in perspective and asking questions if you're not feeling up to it. And it's an easy way to do divination. I might actually do a video on divination of different things. It might be interesting to some people. So again, we quickly rattle over that. Spirit of divination, be with me always, for you are my connection to my ancestors and my connection to my abilities. Thank you. And then in that goes, it's getting a little bit full up now. I didn't realise just how much I had in here. Okay. And now, sage. What's left of one sage stick that I've used that's got dragon's blood in as well for protection. So we have sage and we have dragon's blood. So we'll rattle over that quickly. Thank you for your protection. Please protect this medicine bag and the wearer that wears it, who is me. I seek this today. Oh, ancestral ones, be with me through this sage and this dragon blood. And again, in it goes. And last but not least, my piece of cord. My piece of cord. And that, I forgot that as well, yeah. So my piece of cord, which is very useful. Piece of cord, daily maybe just a cord. Bring forth what you need to do when I need you. So thank you for being part of me. And last but not least, my little spell of protection. Oh, spell of protection, come to life. Do not lay dormant, bring forth your light. And I seek you to be protection for my bag and for me. So mote it be. And in it goes. And that, my friends, is this medicine bag done. So you tighten it up. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. You tighten it up. You do the button up. There should be a button on all bags or a cord to draw it close. Now this bag is ready. This bag is ready now to be used. What I do when I'm not using it, I put it on my window ledge so that when the full moon comes, it can cleanse the bag and reactivate it strongly again. Okay, so that's my big bag, the heavy one, the one that I use in big rituals and things like that. We have the little bag. Now this one can be worn on your personal underwear or anywhere really, in a bag. As long as it's with you, it will be a protection bag for you. So what do we want to put in here? Okay, so again, I think we already did that, but I'll give it a quick rattle. Now there's not a lot going to go in this one. This is a witch's stone, but it's also Odin's stone, because if you look, it has a hole in it. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that very well. Okay, yeah. So it has a hole in the middle, and you can find them on beaches and all sorts of places. It is a reminder of an oath that was taken by the Vikings to Odin, and the hole was used as a way of posting a message through. You will find huge boulders with holes in, and they were used as a contract thing with Odin, and a marriage could be done by all sorts of things. Very good, interesting reading if you ever have a chance to look it up. But I always keep a witch's stone, and that will go in here because it already has that oath power. And what I'm going to do with this one, being it's a small bag, I put it all in and then rattle, because it actually needs to be, I need to wind that up because it's not all going to go in otherwise. So that goes in here. And then I want, again, another little pentacle that I had for many years before I got interested, and I thought it was a star back then, and then I realised later on it was actually a pentagram. And so again, that reminds me of days when I used to do festivals and things, and what brought me into the craft. A little wand of cellite, a nice little wand, which reminds me of who I am and what I can achieve when I try. Okay, let's put all the things I need here, and then it won't be so bad. Okay, so yeah, that's a little wand, and in it pops. Can't put too much in the little bag, don't want it too heavy, and you don't want it to be too much for you. So what I do is I put the little feather in, which reminds me of Freya and Odin. That goes in here. Okay, and I have a couple of little stones which remind me of my meditations, of actually salt and water, earth and water, air and fire. I feel it's all within that. So that pops into my little bag. Yeah. Okay. Then we have a little piece of bone, and it's a claw. It's a claw of I think it's actually a claw that has come off of the rodent. So again, this will go into my bag. Yep, reminding me of my link to animals. And the last thing that I'm going to put in here, which is very important, is the rune Uru's strength. And that is always with me, strength, in whatever situation I'm in. That was made by me in one of my first covens when I was doing the actual ritual that night, and I got everybody to carve. I cut the wood and drilled the holes so that people could use them after, and then I got them to put in the rune that they really wanted, and then we painted them, and it went in ritual, got blessed, and people kept them. And mine I've kept for so many years, it is untrue, but it's always been with me. And again, I want to wrap it up because it's got a cord, and that pops into your bag. So it's all in the bag, and you just tighten the bag. Now that can go wherever you want it to go. Yeah, that can go. I know I keep mine on my person so that, you know, it's not going to get lost, it's not going to go anywhere. So that goes with me wherever I go. You don't have to do it, but I like to keep it on me. So now I'm just going to rattle over it. Purity and strength and love and peace and joy. Bless this bag and keep me safe all the time I'm wearing this. Oh, ancestors, be with me through my bag and keep me protected on all I do. And that, my friends, is how and what you put into your medicine bag. And I hope it's been of some help to people who are just starting out, and a reminder for people who haven't done it for a long while and maybe wanted to be retold things that they could use in their bags. Just a short one, just one to show people that these things may be an old idea but have a very strong meaning in your pathways. So I hope that has helped, and I'm going to leave it there. Whatever you're doing, oh, before I go, guys, I'm going to be doing a few more because I've got a week off of work, and I thought I might do a few on the go. So you might see a few extra ones this week. I don't know yet. I might save them up, or I might put them all out. I'm thinking about it. So watch this space. I just want to end with a sort of, not prayer, but an invocation really, to invite the goddess into my bags and to be with me. So I want to say, Hail Freya, Hail Freya, Hail Freya, be with me in my journey and be in my bags of joy and truth and protection. Be with me while I walk my path and show me your light and your strength and your power. Give to me what you want me to know and help me to use it in my daily life. Thank you for all you've given me so far, and thank you for being in my life. Hail Freya, Hail Freya, Hail Freya. And there you go, guys. Thank you to any new subscribers. Thank you to those that have come back, and to those that are always with me. Thank you also. So wherever you are, be it day, evening or night, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.